What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Juicebag here, and today I'm going to be talking about my top 5 Fortnite horror creative maps. And if you came here expecting me to talk shit, talk down on these stellar, creative Fortnite horror maps, you'd be right, because that's pretty much all I do in this video. Let's get right into this, and it's going to be a stinker. I'm going to be honest. It's a pretty bad tier list. Before I get into the list, I'm just going to clarify that I played a lot, and I mean a lot, of these Fortnite horror creative maps. And there are a lot of them that did not make the list. These are the best ones, and they're all pretty bad. So that being said, this is the worst best one, the Wendigo. And this map specifically is interesting because it's a ripoff of Until Dawn. If you haven't played that, it's a really good game. You should go check it out right now instead of playing the Fortnite horror creative map. That should come as a surprise to nobody. So basically in this map, it's trying to use the Until Dawn name and then just shit all over it, pretty much, is my synopsis of it. Doesn't follow the story at all. It just uses a Wendigo as like the main antagonist, and it's just like, yep, this is Until Dawn. There's no story beats that resemble Until Dawn whatsoever that I can think of other than the Wendigo. The only plus side to this map is that the dialogue is really funny, and that's a common theme with all of these maps is none of them actually hired voice actors. None of the creators really feature, I would assume, in the videos as voice actors. They pretty much every single one is AI generated dialogue wise. So all the dialogue is super choppy and just weird. Doesn't really fit together well at all. A lot of the AI generated dialogue is like translated from a different language into English or whatever language you choose. So it's poorly translated sometimes. I'll put a clip right after this, like demonstrating what I mean.
I really need help.
What the fuck?
Please, I really need help.
Do you think? We need to help them quickly. Hello, sir?
Oh my
We're going to
god.
trigger the alarms. It's to scare away the monsters.
How
Way
convenient.
to the bridge, and we will escort you.
So dialogue wise, you get a couple giggles out of it. That's pretty much the only redeeming quality of any of these maps. The dialogue is actually kind of funny, not on purpose, because of how bad it is. Another critique on this map is that it is running simulator, pretty much. From POI to POI, you gotta follow this winding trail. It's like 100 meters to each POI, and it's just nothing on the way. First half of the game, you're just going to POI, getting yourself used to the terrain and everything. And then you get to the cabin, and Wendigos. They're there now. They're chasing you. You gotta hide. You hide in the cabin. Nothing really happens. Pretty sure you die. Second half of the game, you're an investigator. You're investigating the dead person. And then gameplay-wise, it's pretty much luck, which is a lot of these that I played. It's pretty much luck-based because there's no real way to escape after being caught or being tracked down by any of the antagonists. So in this specifically, the Wendigo is so much faster than you that if he sees you whatsoever, locks onto you, there's no way you're getting away. No way at all. So it's completely luck-based if you're in a building or something and that he can't get into and he locks onto you. But that, for me personally, did not happen a single time. They lay out campfires every so often, little tents that you can hide in because the Wendigo's scared of fire. And they're just so far away from each other that it's literally impossible. It's so inconvenient. So yeah, like I said, it's number 5 for a reason. Pretty bad gameplay. No, not really a cohesive ending whatsoever, and that is another pattern with all of these. There's pretty much no cohesive ending to any of them. At number 4, it pains me a little bit to do this because I did enjoy the gameplay. It was actually put together pretty well, but I don't remember the name. I'll put it over here. It's the schizophrenic guy, Goober. Basically the gist of this story is that you get kidnapped by a little schizophrenic guy and he just wants you to be his friend, I think. Pretty sure that's the main premise of it all, and your goal is to escape from this schizophrenic Goober. It's essentially an escape room, so you just have to do a bunch of little puzzles to escape room to room. There's multiple rooms that you have to escape to, and it's actually pretty engaging, the puzzles and everything. like if you make too much noise while completing a certain puzzle, you like alert him, so he starts coming to the room. You have 30 seconds to put everything that's in the room back to the way it was before you moved it. Or if he sees that you moved it, he's like, I know I'm schizophrenic, but that wasn't like that before. And then he kills you. But if you put everything back together, he's like, you're a real one for not trying to escape. I know I heard some noises. I jumped to conclusion coming here to kill you and all, but you were trying to escape. But he doesn't know because he's schizophrenic. Anyways, the main reason that this is number 4 on the list is the ending. And, oh my god, I just got like a PTSD flashback thinking of this. In the end, you escape to the basement area. It's an intense chase scene where you jump down this corridor. The guy came to check on you. You weren't there. He jumps down with you. And he's like, why are you trying to get away? You're like, peace. And they start running. He starts chasing you. And it's a T intersection after T intersection. And there's like 10 different combinations to where you have to turn one way and then turn the other way in order to actually escape. So you basically have to continue to guess until you get to the right, enter the right combination of turn after turn after turn. And it's just so confusing. It made me so mad. Going left, then going right, then going left, and then left again, and then left. And then just getting so close to the end and then taking a wrong turn and then just forgetting the combination of turns that you took and then having to restart over and over and over and over again. And there was this one time me and my buddy got to the very ending. We saw the end and he caught up to us and we didn't know what way we turned. It was completely off instinct trying to get away from this guy. So we had to continue for another 15 minutes just trying to find the right exit. And we had Valhalla at the end of the hallway and we just couldn't get there. And so the main reason, even though I had fun with this, the main reason it's so low on this list is because the ending. It doesn't have an ending. It says you get to the end of the hallway and it just says to be continued. So it's an unfinished game. You're getting lower, but because of how much fun I had with it, it's going above Wendigo. Now, moving forward with this list, it got increasingly more difficult. Gameplay-wise, it's relatively interchangeable, but what I'm basing this off of now is enjoyment, pretty much. So at number 3, I'm just gonna have to put The Asylum. Now, The Asylum was more put together than either of the previous, but it was just pretty bland. So basically, I don't really know the storyline of everything, but you get into this asylum and you're trying to escape from it, I believe. You go from one area to the other just trying to escape. There's some puzzles that you have to do, it's pretty fun. There's some good jump scares in it. There's some good jump scares in all of these. I'll be honest. They're though cheap, they still got me good. The biggest chunk of gameplay and challenge is this portion where you're in a sewer and you have to escape by flipping some levers and getting away from this guy that's chasing you, some ghost. He's invisible, so you can't see him, but the only thing that notifies his presence is there's lights on the ceiling and they flicker when he's underneath them. Similar to the previous ones, you are not faster than this guy, and it is completely luck-based whether you escape him or not. So if you get caught by him, you see some flickering lights and he's coming towards you and you're in a hallway, you're dead, pretty much, and you have to get revived by whoever you're playing with. Similar to the corridors in the basement of the schizophrenic one, this took forever, and we were so close to just quitting so many times because it was just taking way too long. We're like, this is impossible. He's around every corner, it seems like. But you end up getting out of the sewer, and then you end up going to this SCP facility. It actually has some story elements to it, but I don't know, it just wasn't as enjoyable as the next two on this list. So I tried looking for the name of this next one. I couldn't find it. I don't know if it's still on the creative platform, but for number 2, I'll find it somewhere and I'll put it up here. But for number 2, put whatever this I put here. The Ring is the antagonist, the spooky ghost from the Ring movies. The only reason it's at number 2, story-wise, not very good. I'd put the schizophrenic storyline ahead of this, but it's a lot more cohesive and the gameplay was a lot more engaging, and just fun in general. And oh my god, the jump scares in this one. I can't count how many times I screamed like a little girl because of these jump scares. Unwarranted. Like cheap ass jump scares for no reason. Just out of nowhere. You're opening a door, boom, jump scare. You're walking down a hallway, boom, jump scare. You're putting in a code for a lock, boom, jump scare. It's like, oh shit, 1 second. Jump scare out of nowhere. All in all, if you get a good group of friends and you hop on this one, you're gonna have a good time. The jump scares alone were really entertaining. Just the reactions that it got out of us was super fun. And I don't really remember a lot of the story elements, and you know why? Cause this thick ass ghost lady.
Oh!
Damn, she thick as fuck! If they wanted me to actually pay attention to the gameplay and the story, they shouldn't have made the antagonist thick as hell. And that's on them. That's on them. That's not my fault. In all seriousness, it was pretty fun. If you got a good group of friends, you'll have a good time. And it's a cohesive story. Not real. I lied. The ending's pretty bad. But I won't spoil it. And the moment that you have been waiting for this entire video, the #1 spot, the recipient of the trash trophy, it's SCP-096 Shy Guy. Coming from the top ropes with the people's elbow on every single horror creative modded map. This one was by far the outlier to every single one that I played. Again, it's not a good game. Like, overall gameplay wise, it's not good. Story wise, you stumble across this SCP facility and you go in, bunch of dead bodies, what's going on? You're investigating it, you get in, Shy Guy, spooky SCP. There's some cheesy jump scares, some cheesy death scenes that are in there, pretty bad. But again, like, you get a good, and with any of these, if you get a good group of friends and you hop onto one, you're gonna have a good time. But this one in particular, gameplay was pretty good, story was pretty good. Nothing was too difficult. There was pretty concise list of things that you had to do to beat the game, which is another negative thing I could say about a lot of these maps, is there's really no directive to any of them. Like, you have objectives, but sometimes it's so hard to complete them. Like with the sewer one, it was like, yeah, you know what you have to do, but it's just so time consuming for some of these, unnecessarily. But back to SCP Shy Guy, it was a fun experience. Ending was similar. A lot of these have very similar endings, and it involves you running down a hallway away from your main antagonist, and then once you get to the end of the hallway, the antagonist either catches up to you or they don't. And either way, it's a pretty lackluster ending to probably 40 minutes of your day. Like I said with all of these, if you get a good group of friends and you want to waste some time, get a couple scares, some laughs, Fortnite horror genre, pretty good. Again, I'll say it one more time. The most annoying thing about every single one of these is the stupid endings and how abrupt they are. Like, give me a cohesive